What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the two movies that I watched yesterday, which is The Strangers Chapter 1 and The Strangers Chapter 2. Now, if you guys don't know what The Strangers is, it's basically like a horror film where these three family members, I believe, are a bunch of serial killers and they basically just kill everything. I mean, that's from the most part what I got from watching those two movies. Now, the reason why I watched these two movies is because I was hanging out with a bunch of friends yesterday and we decided to watch it, man. We're like, you know what, let's just watch it. I'm like, all right, I'm down. I haven't seen a horror movie in a very, very long time. And so they decided to play it. We first started off with the first one that came out in 2008, Chapter 1. So I kind of want to talk about that one. And then we're going to be talking about the second one that came out 10 years later in 2018. So the first one I thought was actually all right, man. Like both of these movies aren't really scary. I'm gonna be honest. Like I know they're horror films and stuff like that, but I feel like they're definitely more of like a thriller. There are some times where it's a little bit of a jump scares and then a little creepy at times, but I wasn't really scared with these movies, man. Like when it comes to me and being scared, like these types of movies aren't scary to me. The movies that are actually, I guess, a little spooky or scary to me is like Insidious or Exorcist, you know, those type of crazy movies. But this one really wasn't that scary to me. I mean, it's basically just to kind of talk about a little bit about the storyline. Like this isn't really a spoiler warning, I guess you would say, but this two couple, they go to this house and the wife or the girlfriend rejects the husband's proposal, and so they're kind of all just, you know, together, kind of awkward. And then of course the girl that dumped the guy tries to like make up with him, like, hey, you know, like they try to kind of make up a little bit, and they kind of do, but after that, that's when everything starts to go south, man. And the three serial killers just pull up, and they pull up all types of moves. I mean, it's ridiculous, all the moves they put up, man. So they decided to put up all these moves, and then they decided to do all this crazy stuff. And again, like it's somewhat a little, as I said, somewhat a little creepy, but it really isn't that scary. Like if I'm watching this, you know, I'm not gonna be all spooked out or, oh my gosh, like I wasn't even scared at all. Of course, the people I was watching, because I was watching with a few girls, right, and they were all scared and, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed and I have so much anxiety watching this. I'm like, bro, it's not even scary. Like if this is considered scary to you, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Like this movie is definitely more of a thriller and such, but it was an enjoyable movie. Like it's enjoyable. Will I watch it again? Probably not, but it's really not that bad, man. Like it's an all right movie. Like it's pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? Like from the storyline to how the killers kill them and stuff like that, it's a pretty decent movie. And some of it as well just kind of makes you mad because of just how dumb things are, of course. Like you guys know, with horror movies like this, like Friday the 13th or like Jason, whatever, like some of the people that are trying to survive, they pull out the dumbest moves and they have the lowest IQ I've ever seen. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man, with this movie. But yeah, as I said, man, it's actually a pretty decent movie, pretty much an all right film. It really wasn't something like spectacular or anything that blew me away, like, oh my gosh. But it was a pretty nice film, and it was kind of short too. Both of these films are kind of short. So yeah, man, that's kind of my thoughts and everything about the movie. And if I was to rate the first Strangers movie out of 10, man, I'm probably giving it like a solid 6 out of 10, man. Like it's fun. You have your pretty nice moments and pretty creepy scenes, you know what I mean? And those three like murderers, whatever, they do their business. So yeah, it was a pretty decent movie, and that's all I really have to say about it. So now let's talk about the second one, The Strangers Prey at Night, or The Strangers 2. And I gotta say, this one, I mean, it's there, you know. I do like the first one better. I'm not gonna lie with you. This one, like, I just don't know. Like, there was just, I feel like most of this movie really wasn't creepy at all. It kind of starts off a little bit slow, but yeah, like the beginning of it was a little slow, as I said, and then it just doesn't really get that scary at all. I feel like some of the actors as well, like the son, didn't really do that great of a job. I mean, yeah, you know, it was pretty good, but at the same time, mostly with this movie is that it made me more mad than actually scared, because some of the things that these people decide to do, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? And as I said, that's with most horror movies like this. And it wasn't really scary at all, man. Like this one was, I wouldn't say it's like whack. It's garbage, but it definitely isn't as good as the first one. The first one I thought was way better. I feel like they executed like the scary stuff, the creepy stuff way better than this one. I feel like this one is just a lack of IQ is kind of what screwed them over. But hey, man, at least at the end, you know, I'm not gonna do any spoiler warnings, of course. At least in the end, it kind of works out in a way. But overall, man, I mean, this one really wasn't as good as the first one. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I feel like they could have done better with some of the, the camera work was pretty good as well, but they could have done a little bit more things with this movie, in my opinion. I mean, some of the actors were really, really good, but it wasn't scary at all. Like this one, if you thought that this movie, like if you watched this movie, The Strangers Pray at Night, the second one, if you actually thought it was scary, then you might be cooked. I'm not even joking, because like if you thought that was scary, then man, I can't imagine when you watch like a real scary movie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one really wasn't that scary at all. It's an alright movie. Like it's just mid, you know what I mean? Like this one's just mid. I definitely will not watch this again. Like the first one, if someone wanted to go watch it again, like hey, let's watch The Strangers, I'm like, alright, cool, man. I actually kind of like the first one. Like the first one's alright, but this one, on the other hand, it just really isn't that great. It's just kind of mid, and yeah, it's not. I'll definitely say it's not worth coming back to. I mean, is it worth watching? I mean, I guess, if you want to watch a quick horror film. But it definitely isn't up there with like the first one or anything like that, or definitely just like there's just so much better movies out there than this one. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today, man. Kind of I guess a shorter video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new. If you have seen both these movies, let me know what you guys think about them down in the comments. Oh yeah, I forgot, let me rate this out of 10. So if I was to rate the second one, my bad guys, if I was to rate the second one out of 10, I'm giving it like a solid like a 5 out of 10, man. Like it's just made, not really that good. And there's just so much better horror movies out there that you should not really waste your time on this one. I mean, it's okay. Like, you'll find somewhat enjoyment, but the first one, it clears it easily. So, yeah, as I said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been your boy, Daniel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.